Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Boy, are we tackling a lot of things to just improve on ourselves. And I am always looking at improvement. I'm happy really ultimately with where I'm at, as I feel like I live a pretty well balanced life. I get things done. I take my downtime. I enjoy my family. Everything that is important to me, I make a priority. And I'm not going to get too heavily into that, as I just shared recently a couple videos talking all about ROI, return on investment, how to set and achieve and articulate, maximize whatever it is our goals. And I've also shared with you how I map out my day, how I plan things. What is my priority? My priority planning pages, that's where I document what the priorities for each day are. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. But what I like to share with you is just many things that I deal with repeatedly in my coaching sessions. And I will share with you that several months back, when I took my coaching sessions online to where you could book from my website, I created a form that my clients fill out to prepare for our coaching session. And one of the questions that is on this form is, where do you place your health as far as value or as far as a priority? Is your health a high priority? Is it somewhat of a priority and I can take it or leave it? Or is it really low of a priority? When I am asking my clients that, I'm not talking about what they would like their priority as far as their health goes. I'm talking about, how do you view it today? How do you view it when you're filling out this form, or how have you been living that life? Well, I have to share with you that every single person that I have done a coaching session with for health and wellness that has filled out this form, and I've been at this for a few months with this new document, have all said that their health is a high priority. And it's one of the very first things that I look at on the form, because it's just one of the biggest things that I am going to question. And I don't do this to offend anybody, but it's my job to make you be realistic about what you've done and what's happening currently or in the past, and what you're really going to do in the future. It's my responsibility. I'm not going to tell someone, oh yeah, you can do it, work out 4 or 5 days a week, when realistically that isn't going to happen. There is no ticket for everybody that is all the same. It's always going to be specific for you individually. That being said, I want to talk a little bit today about high priority. It's became very clear to me that people will think that something is a priority when really it is not. And if you were to pay attention to what you are doing on the daily, not what you would like to be doing on the daily, but what you do on the daily determines what your priority is. You can say spending time with my children is a priority. It's very easy to say that. But if you were to look at where you are actually putting your time, you might find out something else. It's a great thing to work towards. It's a great goal to have. But are you currently doing that? We all have the same number of hours in a day, and I just recently talked about this in my videos. We are all given 24 hours. Where you put that 24 hours is your priority. If sleep is your priority, you're logging a good 8 hours a night, maybe 7 at a minimum. If eating clean and being healthy and managing your weight is a priority, then you are pretty much on the daily eating a clean diet full of nutritionally dense food. It's one thing to say that you want it, but then when you're going out for fast food 5 out of 7 days a week, we know what your priority is. You may say that being healthy is a high priority, but you haven't exercised since you don't know when. My question to you is, how is your health a high priority when your diet stinks and you're not exercising and you're hiring me? It's one thing to want it to be a high priority, but I find out very quickly in my coaching sessions what your priorities are. And people are amazed to find out what their priorities actually are. They are not on their agenda, I can tell you that right now. Many of the clients that I work with spend many hours a week on social media. And I'm not against social media, I'm there. I want you watching me. I want you watching me, but it's one of those things that you have to ask yourself all the time. Whose agenda am I on? Because when you're on social media, you are never on your agenda. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't take time to do the things that we enjoy. We all need to have a period of time every single day to unwind. And nobody can judge what is right or what is wrong with how we unwind. Many people love to read, and that's certainly okay. Many people love to watch television or Netflix. There is nothing wrong with that. Some people enjoy playing games. Nothing wrong with that. Some people enjoy scrolling social media. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not what you're doing in the minimum or a little bit. It's what you're doing most of the time. That's where you have to watch, because that is where your priority is. You can say you want to save money, but yet you're always spending money. Pay attention to what you are doing on the daily, because that will tell you what is truly your priority. All right, thank you for joining me for today's video. Boy, we have had a lot, but it is only to help one another. It's always helping me as well. I always make it a goal to practice what I preach. All right, have a great one. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.